children from buying it on the internet. So we want to put a lot of the restrictions that cigarettes have so that they can't get their hands on it. You know, because it does emit nicotine just like a regular cigarette would. So those are some of the things that I'm working on here. You met David. He's my chief of staff. He's doing a great job. He really is. He's not in it for the money. He's just in it for the glory of working with me. And we're long hours. We're from 10 in the morning, and he's here tonight, and weekends, and he's enjoying himself because he's getting a chance to work with me. So anyway, I enjoy being here. Sorry I'm late. I was at the 102nd Precinct. They asked me to be there, but I'm here. I'm a friend to this group and to Woodhaven, and I look forward to working with each and every one of you. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike. As we said before, we appreciate everything Mike has done in this short time in office, and he's definitely reached out to the civics in the community and is very aware of the fiscal problems that we're experiencing, and he's been there for us. So thanks again, Mike. All right, we'll go back to Ed.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, so before we go back to this list, does anyone else have any other? This young man had brought up some ideas. Yes, sir, in the back.
My daughter, when she was here, she raised an issue, but I don't see it on the list.
What was it?
The last time, actually at the last meeting, correct me if I'm wrong.
The issue had to do with security. Do we have a resident security patrol at all?
No, at the last meeting, this is a good point. At the last meeting, your daughter spoke about getting off the train at night and walking home and how
Trying to
frightening
walk
that
home
was.
safely, yeah.
And, a couple of nights after that, well, I guess about a week later, we had something in the paper that was just so eerily similar to what she had said that a young lady had come home at night and gotten off the train. I'm sure you all heard about this. And she was attacked and raped at 91st Street up on by Forest Park. Yeah, so that was that was the issue she had raised. As for the security, right now we don't have security.
Can I make a proposal?
Anyone can make a proposal. That's not great for you.
That we start with, and I'd be only too happy to be involved in it.
Okay.
We used to have one, years ago.
Correct.
Many years ago. Many years ago. I think it's time we have one again, where we have radios and we call the police and tell them what we see, and we stay there till the police get there.
Yeah, we've Vance and myself and some of the other members of the board have been talking about this, and I think it'd be worth even maybe having a separate meeting and inviting people in to come in and just making that a topic.
I think that would be an excellent idea.
Because we do have, also you're talking about radio, but there are tons of other tools out there that we can actually
cell phones.
Cell phones.
I use my cell phone many times for some of the police.
Mm-hmm.
Many times.
Yeah, and actually, one of the ideas, and Mike, maybe you can. You've had a lot of experience in this area. Right. One of the things that I see, I had conversations with the ambulance corps this past week, where they're having very, you can attest to this, difficulty getting volunteers. So I mean. How do you go about getting people for something like security? How do you go about getting volunteers?
It is difficult getting volunteers to come out. 104 Cop and G Cop, we're very successful. We've been around a long time. We have a lot of people, so they're used to coming out and they do their 2 patrols a month and things like that. It's great if you want to start something, and we'll help you start it.
Right.
We'll come and tell you when we have to do it. That's the easy part. Mm-hmm. The hard part is getting your people to come out and commit every month to go on a certain number of patrols. That's the hard part. And, equipment-wise, we can lend it. You can get grants to buy equipment and stuff like that. You get a repeater. You have radios. it helps, better than a cell phone, because you get a lot of drop calls and all that. When you're in an emergency, you don't want to call the drop. You want to be able to get it across. So a repeater and a radio, does that for you. But it is costly, but you can get the help and the assistance to start up, and I'm sure they'll come in and help you get started. But you have to get the volunteers, and to do a patrol, you can't go yourself. You need 2 people in a car, because you don't ever want to be in a predicament that you're by yourself, so you need 2 people. You got to go out with 3 or 4 cars at a time, because you have a big area to cover. And so those are the things. You have to register with the 102nd Precinct so that they know you're out there. Not if they come up, to you and think you're the perpetrator or something. You don't want that. When we go, we register our cars. They know what our license plate is and the make of our car in case something comes up. They know who we are. So there's a lot involved, but we'll be glad to show you. We'll even, you have to speak to them, but I'm sure they'll be glad to come in and go out with you in this community and show you what it's like and what to do. And you're just observing and you're reporting. That's really all you do. You don't, arrest people and you don't, beat them up or anything like that. It's just observing and reporting. That's what you do. But you know what? It's a deterrent to crime, because if they see a car, watching then what they're doing, they're going to go somewhere else. And that's what you want to do. That's what you want to get across. So it's easy to get you started, but it's hard to keep it going. And you got to line your people up first. And that's the first step.
We'll be talking more about this. Yes, Claire?
5 years ago, I was driving patrol, and I had somebody with me in the car, and it continued for a couple of years, and then it fell apart.
If I go out there, will you be my partner? We will have to schedule. We can schedule a separate meeting, and if you're interested, we have a pad back there. If anyone who's interested in attending that meeting, if you just leave your name and number or email address, or somebody get in touch with you, and we'll see if we can schedule a separate special meeting and get everyone together. That's progress, good stuff, huh?